Good morning, everyone. We're going to get started here in just a couple minutes and allow those that have signed up. We have a pretty good group joining today, so give them a minute to get on, and then we will get started just a little bit after 1 minute, maybe after our planned time. So, good morning. Welcome. Thanks for joining. All right. Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome to our webinar, Advantages of the Illinois Works Bid Credit Program for Contractors. Thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to join us today. We are excited to be able to introduce this initiative to you, and we hope that you'll take advantage of this unique opportunity. In this webinar, you will learn how to earn bid credits to strengthen your bid for future capital projects funded by the state of Illinois. You'll learn how to access the Illinois Works Pre-Apprenticeship Program talent pipeline of qualified graduates and network with other contractors and subcontractors through the Illinois Works Bid Credit Registry, Contractor Registry. This webinar was designed specifically for contractors, subcontractors, business associates, other organizations that represent or support contractors and subcontractors. And by the end of this session, you'll be able to join the Illinois Works Bid Credit Program. My name is Jeff Doolittle. I am with the Center for Governmental Studies through Northern Illinois University. I am a training analyst and program coach for Illinois Works, and that's my role. I'm the virtual producer for today as well. And our primary presenter is Rebecca Bailey, and I'll ask you to come online and introduce yourself.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Rebecca Bailey. I'm the Senior Bid Credit Program Manager for the Illinois Works Bid Credit Program.
Thank you, Rebecca. So, Governor Pritzker's 45 billion capital plan. Illinois Works and its programs were created as a result of Governor Pritzker's historic $45 billion capital plan and his commitment to expanding the construction workforce and equity in this important sector of the Illinois economy. The Bid Credit Program is a part of the Office of Illinois Works administered by the Illinois Department of Commerce and Economic Opportunity. You'll see that abbreviated as DCEO. This exciting initiative creates opportunities for Illinois businesses like many of yours. And during this session, you're going to learn how that you can earn the Illinois Works Bid Credit Program will allow you to earn up to $334,000 in bid credits. These are virtual dollars per Illinois Works graduates that you hire and retain. Now, just understand that the above dollar amount is based on the proposed earning rate for an electrician for the full 6 years of bid credit program eligibility. The wages were calculated based on the Northern Electrical Contractors Association, NECA, contract with the International Brotherhood of Electrical Contractors, the IBEW, in Northern Illinois. Now, just understand again, these $334,000 are not actual dollars, but they're virtual dollars as specified in the Illinois Works Job Program Act, which is the law that actually created this program. And in this webinar, we're going to talk more about these virtual dollars and how they can help you win bids for state-funded capital projects, construction projects. Now, please note, during this webinar, materials reflect draft of the proposals that are not in effect yet until the department actually adopts them into administrative rules. You can earn bid credits once the rules are approved. So, some work that we're going to do through this program today, what we're going to cover, we're going to answer the following questions. One, how did the Illinois Works uh, come about? Two, what is the bid credit program? Three, what are the eligibility criteria? Four, how can you earn bid credits? Five, how can bid credits help you win a bid? And six, how do you access bid credits? Do you start using them for bidding? Seven, how can you network with other contractors or subcontractors? Eight, what happens if you win or lose the bid? Nine, is this just another crazy bureaucratic program? Or 10, what's the catch? So, throughout the session, you might come up with some questions or thoughts that you would like to ask, and we're going to actually collect those at the end of the webinar today and give a chance to post those into chat if you want to as they're going along, but we will answer them at the end of the program today. Rebecca will be able to do that for you. So I'm going to make sure you get those answered. Please note that this session is being recorded. You probably heard that when you logged in, and that it will be made available for review on the partner guide. Also, during this webinar, again, materials reflect draft proposals that are not effective until the department adopts them into administrative rules. We are now going to share the Illinois Works Bid Credit Program page in the chat for your reference, and that'll be where you can go out and access this. The bid program bid credit program email, if you need to contact us with comments, feedback, or questions, you can email us. Our email address is now available, going to be posted in the chat as well. That is the CEO bid credit program at illinois.gov. All right. Well, we are with this note. I am going to jump ahead and hand it over to our main facilitator for today, Rebecca.
Okay, good morning, everyone. We'll get started here with question one. How did Illinois Works come about? The Illinois Works Jobs Program Act was passed in 2019 and instituted the program we will discuss today, Rebuild Illinois, which equals construction projects and construction jobs. The Illinois Works Program Act created a new bureau at DCEO that is dedicated to the construction industry and the building trades. The Illinois Works team is focused on developing a qualified talent pipeline to help ensure long-term sustainability in Illinois. Illinois Works is a team of passionate and committed individuals with specific expertise in creating opportunities for qualified community members to earn credentials valuable to the construction and building trades. Through the Illinois Works Career Services team, those individuals can be contacted to be hired by contractors and subcontractors. The Illinois Works programs are implemented by DCEO. Illinois Works is aligned with DCEO's mission to support and maintain a climate that enables a strong economy for our customers, being taxpayers, businesses, workers, and communities. We do this by keeping, attracting, and growing businesses, maintaining a skilled workforce, and enhancing communities that the climate here is one in which businesses, both small and large, and their workers can succeed to the greatest extent possible. To learn more about DCEO, the website link is now being provided for you in the chat. You can also find additional information about the Illinois Works programs, which are designed specifically to support construction and the trades, on the Illinois Works Contractors resource page. The Illinois Works Contractors resource page answers the following questions. Do you want to earn bid credits to make your bids more competitive? Do you need to strengthen your business's talent pipeline? Do you need to comply with the Illinois Works Jobs Program Act? Or do you need to hire talent for your construction business? A link to the Illinois Works Contractors resource page is now being provided for you in the chat. In addition to the Contractors resource page, the Illinois Works Bid Credit Program also produces a monthly newsletter. This newsletter includes announcements, our upcoming training schedule, graduate profiles, and contractor information. The registration form to sign up for the Illinois Works Bid Credit Program is now being provided for you in the chat. Once you have registered for a Bid Credit Program account, you will automatically be enrolled in the newsletter. The Office of Illinois Works oversees 3 different programs that focus on equity and to support a talent pipeline for the construction industry and the building trades. Each program represents a critical piece to a puzzle that creates a unique and innovative workforce model. Let us review each of the 3 key programs. The Illinois Works Apprenticeship Initiative creates job demand. This program opens doors of opportunity in the construction industry and the building trades for Illinois residents. The Illinois Works Pre-Apprenticeship Program creates the pipeline of diverse and qualified candidates to respond to the creative demand to fill job opportunities with diverse candidates. And finally, the Illinois Works Bid Credit Program creates the incentives to hire and retain the Illinois Works Pre-Apprenticeship Program graduates. All of these programs together focus on helping communities and supporting the construction industry and the building trades. Ultimately, Illinois Works connects the community members who graduate with the construction and building trades through the Illinois Works Career Services team. We'll move on to question 2. What is the Bid Credit Program? The Illinois Works Bid Credit Program is a program that incentivizes contractors to hire and retain Illinois Works Pre-Apprenticeship Program graduates. These graduates are from a diverse pool of candidates who create a highly qualified talent pipeline. Employment and retention of these graduates allows contractors to earn bid credits to be used on future capital projects funded by the state of Illinois. Please keep in mind that Illinois not only funds large road and bridge projects, but most importantly, small and medium projects, many between $500,000 and $1 million. And this money is used to build community centers, schools, college facilities, clinics, sewer and water upgrades, and public libraries, just to mention a few. So bid credits can be earned on any project, public or private, but can only be redeemed to bid a state-funded capital construction project. The Illinois Works Bid Credit Program allows contractors and subcontractors to earn these bid credits to be used towards future projects funded by the state or an agency of the state. These bid credits can be earned for employing a qualified apprentice who has completed the Illinois Works Pre-Apprenticeship Program on any public or private project. Each year, the DCEO team will determine the bid credit rate for each trade, and it will be published on our webpage. The Illinois Works Bid Credit Bank is an electronic system that is used to track all activities related to bid credits. The focus of this technology is to make the experience of contractors seamless and their use of the system as easy as possible. So please note, currently the bid credit earning rates are not published as we do not have any approved rules. But as soon as our bid credit rules are approved and have been adopted by the department, the current bid credit rate and the current incentive rate will be published on the Illinois Works Bid Credit webpage for everyone to view. A link to the Illinois Works Bid Credit webpage is being provided for you in the chat now. So to better understand how the bid credit program works, let's take a look at an earning example. So I want to note that this process is the same process for all contractors, whether they're union or non-union. So how many bid credits can a contractor earn on a graduate? Well, step 1, they will hire an Illinois Works Pre-Apprenticeship Program graduate. They will pay that graduate to work just like they pay every other employee. Once that graduate has been paid, we request that documentation of their payroll be submitted to the Illinois Works Bid Credit team. This documentation will then be reviewed and the bid credits will be awarded for the contractor. If you retain that graduate for at least 90 days, you can earn the $3,000 hiring incentive. Again, we just request that you submit documentation that you have kept this graduate employed for the past 90 days. And once that has been confirmed, those bid credits will be deposited in your bank. The Bid Credit Bank also has some additional incentives that can be requested when your qualified apprentice is promoted. So for example, when your apprentice is promoted to a year 2 apprentice, you can request a $2,000 incentive. At promotion to year 3, it's $2,500. At promotion to year 4, it's $3,000. At promotion to year 5, it's $3,500. At promotion to year 6, it's $4,000. And at promotion to a journey person, it's $4,500. So again, bid credits can be earned on any Illinois Works pre-apprenticeship graduate for up to 6 years or until they become a journey person. So as you can see on the screen, for this example, this apprentice was able to earn the following amounts in each year. The top line that says apprentice is the amount of payroll bid credits that they earned based on the payroll paid to the apprentice. The hiring incentive is again the incentive that's paid after continuous employment for the first 90 days. And the promotion incentive is the promotion that's paid when the apprentice is promoted each year to their next level of schooling. So for this graduate, they were able to accumulate for their employer $335,000 worth of bid credits for the full 6 years of eligibility. So again, those bid credits will be deposited in your bid credit bank, and they will remain in your bank for up to 10 years as they do not have an expiration date for 10 years from the date they are issued. So once you have enrolled in the bid credit program, you will receive regular communications from the bid credit team regarding your account. Each time there's a transaction, you will receive an email that confirms the transaction details, which will include the amount of bid credits awarded, the date of the bid credit award, the date the bid credits will expire. In the case of a certificate, it will include the certificate information, which includes the issue date and the expiration date, and the amount of bid credits on the certificate, and the information for the project in which you're bidding. This information will be available for you to view in your bid credit bank account 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, just like a regular bank account. You will have the access to view all pending and approved transactions, and the newest transactions on your bank account with your current balance will be at the bottom and to the right. Again, your bank account will allow you to see all your bid credit information, including deposited bid credits for awards, deducted bid credits for redeemed, and any adjustments for bid credits that are returned. So we'll move on to question 3. What is the eligibility criteria? So contractors and subcontractors can participate in the Illinois Works Bid Credit Program by registering with the program using the electronic contractor registration form provided by Illinois Works. In order to participate, the contractor must be doing business in the state of Illinois, complete the registration form, and hire an Illinois Works graduate who is enrolled in a DOL RAP or sponsor a graduate in a DOL RAP. For more information about eligibility, a general overview, or a quick reference on the Bid Credit Program, we have a one-sheeter available on our Bid Credit webpage. A link to the one-sheeter is now being provided for you in the chat. To become part of the Bid Credit Program and to earn bid credits to be used on future state-funded capital projects, you are required to complete the contractor registration form. You are requested to enter your information, and once approved, you will be assigned a bid credit bank account number and be given access to your contractor dashboard where you can see all transactions in your account. A link to the contractor registration form is now being provided for you in the chat. If you have any questions on how to complete the form, please include those in the chat and we will answer them at the end of the training. We do want to point out that we ask that you register with your full company name, a primary email address that is a generic one in which multiple people in your company have access to, and your FEIN number without the dashes. We will also request that you include all construction trades in which you work, and so which we can publish them on the Bid Credit Registry, so you can again network with other contractors around the state for the trades in which you're looking for. Your company name, your FEIN number, and the bid credit number account, your bid credit account number assigned to you should be submitted in the same format for all documents in which you submit to the bid credit program in the future. So in addition to the bid credit program newsletter, as we discussed earlier, the bid credit program one-sheeter, and the bid credit program webpage, the bid credit program also will provide monthly training sessions. Each month, we present this webinar, The Advantages of the Illinois Works Bid Credit Program, which is an informational webinar for contractors to understand the benefits of the Bid Credit Program. You can see the next listing for these webinars on our webpage, and you can see all past recorded webinars in our Bid Credit Program Partner Guide, which can be accessed at the bottom of our webpage. As soon as our rules are approved, we will begin producing the Effectively Using the Bid Credit Program webinar, which will be an instructional webinar for all construction agencies' staff so they know how to use the Bid Credit Program. And finally, we will produce the Bid Credit Responsibilities for Awarding Agencies webinar, which will be the training for all awarding agencies and funding agencies of the state of Illinois on how they are to accept the bid credits. Again, for current information on our session offerings, you can reference the link on our webpage, which is being provided for you in the chat for future dates of upcoming times and registration information. So we will move on to question 4. How can you earn bid credits? The bid credit program allows you to earn bid credits on any project, public or private. These bid credits can then be used toward future bids in order to increase the chances of a contractor and/or subcontractor to win a bid. These bid credits can only be used to bid on state-funded capital projects. Contractors and subcontractors may be eligible to earn bid credits by employing qualified apprentices. So what is a qualified apprentice? A qualified apprentice has graduated from an Illinois Works pre-apprenticeship program, is actively enrolled in a U.S. Department of Labor registered apprenticeship program in the construction trades or the construction professional services field, and is 6 years or less from the date the graduate first enrolled in the U.S. DOL. Again, if you hire a graduate that is not enrolled in a registered apprenticeship program, you do have the ability to sponsor them. So again, by January 1st of each calendar year, the Illinois Works Bid Credit Program will post on its webpage a list of all construction trades and construction professional services which are bid credit eligible. At this time, the bid credit earning rate will also be reevaluated and published on our webpage annually. The bid credit rates will be calculated for all Illinois Department of Labor prevailing wage trades. Contractors and subcontractors who employ a qualified apprentice will need to submit a bid credit apprentice report to Illinois Works by the 15th of each month for the work that was performed by the qualified apprentice. If the apprentice worked on a state-funded capital project, the Illinois Works team will access the certified payroll submitted to DOL for your qualified apprentice to verify your bid credits award. If the apprentice is working on a private project that is not funded through the state of Illinois and does not require certified payroll, then we ask that you submit a certified payroll document or the equivalent to the bid credit team in order for us to verify the payroll information and award the bid credits. Bid credits will only be processed for work that was performed in the last 90 days prior to the request being submitted to Illinois Works. Requests for the bid credit incentives for hiring and promotion will be required within 90 days of the hiring date or the promotion date. Once the bid credit program has been processed, the Illinois Works team will again notify you of the total number of bid credits awarded and deposited into your bid credit bank, the date in which those bid credits are deemed earned, and the date in which those bid credits will expire, which again will be in 10 years. You will have access to your bid credit account to see all transactions using the contractor dashboard link that was provided to you when you first joined the program. Illinois Works will process bid credit requests for work performed as long as there are no extenuating circumstances, such as the apprentice submitted is not an Illinois Works graduate, the Illinois Works graduate is already a journey person, or no certified payroll was received to confirm the payroll information. Following a request submittal, the Illinois Works team will send out an email notification of the status of the request. These will include all requests that are approved, still being reviewed, that need additional information for processing, or are declined. Again, contractors can see their own bid credits on their contractor dashboard. They can also view all bid credit program registered contractors in the bid credit registry. Each month, the Illinois Works team will publish a registry on our webpage of all active bid credit program contractors and subcontractors, as well as the amount of available bid credits they have, their contact information, and the construction trades in which they work. This resource is an important asset because it will allow you to see who has earned bid credits so that you can pool your bid credits together with other contractors and subcontractors to make your future bids for state-funded capital projects more competitive. So let's go over the bid credit rates. Currently, the bid credit payroll rates have not been approved, but we anticipate the bid credit incentive rates will be as you see on the screen. Again, $3,000 hiring incentive that can be claimed after 90 days of continuous employment for your graduate. A $2,000 incentive at promotion to year 2 apprentice, $2,500 for promotion to year 3, $3,000 for promotion to year 4, $3,500 at promotion to year 5, $4,000 for promotion to year 6, and $4,500 at promotion to a journey person. Now, again, keep in mind that all Illinois Works graduates are eligible for bid credits for up to 6 years or until they are promoted to a journey person in their chosen trade. So now we'll move on to question 5. How can bid credits help you win a bid? So again, bid credits are virtual dollars. Think of them like credit card reward points. If a contractor or subcontractor earns a bid credits, it is a virtual dollar that can be used to bid on a state-funded capital project. These virtual dollars remain as such and are never converted into real dollars. Again, you can earn bid credits on any project, public or private, but can only redeem them for bids on state-funded capital construction projects. This program offers the opportunity for contractors to earn bid credits by hiring and retaining the Illinois Works Pre-Apprenticeship Program graduates. And once earned, the contractors can submit these bid credits as part of their competitive bid for a future capital funded project funded by the state of Illinois. So how can the bid credit impact your bid? Well, your base bid is the value of your bid before any available credits are applied. Once the bid credits are applied to your base bid, the lowest effective bid is calculated. The lowest effective bid is the value of the base bid minus available bid credits. The awarding agencies are required to use this value to determine, among other considerations, which bidding party will prevail in securing a contract for a construction capital project funded by the state of Illinois. So the contractor with the lowest effective bid should be offered, unless other circumstances prevent it, the opportunity to accept the contract at the bid amount that was submitted by the lowest qualified and responsible bidder. and thus earn the contract. At this point, the contractor can then decide if they want to accept the project at the lower price or pass on the project. This is how bid credits can strengthen your position. Bid credits do not change the contract amount that the state agency will award. They only affect who will be offered the contract. So let's look at an example. A qualified contractor's bid includes their submitted bid credits is lower than the bid's lowest responsible bidder, then the qualified contractor will win the bid. They will get paid the amount of the lowest responsible bid. So in this example, we have a capital construction project that has an estimated total project cost of $1 million. This project will have a 3% bid credit maximum, or $30,000. This project has 3 bidders, ABC, DEF, and GHI. These contractors will bid the following. ABC will bid $1 million and include $15,000 worth of bid credits, essentially making their lowest effective bid $985,000. DEF will bid $1,250,000 and not include any bid credits, so their lowest effective bid will remain the same as their base bid, $1,250,000. GHI will bid $990,000 and not include any bid credits, again leaving their lowest effective bid the same as their base bid at $990,000. Now, in the traditional setting, GHI would be the winner as they submitted the lowest bid, but in the bid credits scenario, ABC will be allowed the opportunity to accept the contract, as with their $15,000 worth of bid credits, their lowest effective bid is now $985,000, making them the lowest bid. So at this time, ABC will be offered the contract at $990,000, the lowest base bid received, and they will be allowed the opportunity to accept it or deny it based on their personal preference. If they choose to accept the contract, their bid credits submitted for the bid will be deducted from the bid credit bank account. If they choose to deny the bid, then their bid credits will be returned to their bank so they can use them again for a future bid opportunity. So in the last example, we discussed the maximum amount of bid credits that can be used for a specific project when bidding on a public works. The maximum includes 3% of the total project cost for projects that are $5 million or less, 4% of the total project cost for projects that are less than 50 million but more than 5 million, and 5% of the total project cost for projects that are more than 50 million. Now, these bid credit maximums will apply whether there is a single bidder or multiple bidders that combine their bid credits for a bidding opportunity. So we'll move on to question 6. How do you access bid credits to use them for bidding? So your bid credits will be maintained in the Illinois Works Bid Credit Bank. The Bid Credit Bank is an electronic system in which the Illinois Works team will use to track all participating contractors, their bid credit amounts, and their bid credit transactions. Each contractor or subcontractor that participates in the bid credit program will have their own unique bid credit bank account number to track their individual bid credits and their bid credit transactions. Illinois Works again will process bid credit requests for work performed no more than 90 days prior to the submittal. Contractors and subcontractors who request incentives for hiring or promotion of their graduate must submit the request no more than 90 days from the date of the hiring anniversary or promotion date. Each month, the Illinois Works team will publish on our webpage an updated registry of the active bid credit program contractors, as well as their available bid credits on the last day of the preceding month, and all of their pertinent information, including their contact information and the construction trades in which they work. All bid credits awarded will expire 10 years from the date in which they are earned by the contractor, and at that time, those bid credits will be deducted from the contractor's bank account. So once you have employed an Illinois Works graduate, you can request 2 different types of bid credits. either payroll or incentive bid credits for the same graduate you employ. This is accomplished by submitting the Bid Credit Apprentice Report. This request has been streamlined to utilize the information that you already report. The Bid Credit Apprentice Report must be fully completed with the following information: the graduate or apprentice information, which will require their name, their IWRS graduate ID, and the last four digits of their Social Security number. The apprenticeship information for your graduate, which includes the DOL RAP program in which they are a part of, the program type, and their apprenticeship year. Their employment information, which includes their wage classification and employment type, the payroll information, which includes their project information and the payroll information, including the payroll dates and their gross wages and hours. And for incentives, the incentive information, which requires their hiring date, their acceptance letter, and/or their promotion letter from the DOL RAP apprenticeship program. So now that you have bid credits deposited in your bank, you can use these to bid for a state-funded capital construction project. In order to do this, you will submit a bid credit certificate request. When contractors and subcontractors request a bid credit certificate to be used for a bid on a specific project, the bid credit certificate will be issued immediately and will identify the amount of available bid credits that a contractor or subcontractor intends to use for the project. This bid credit certificate may only be used in connection with the bid in which it was requested for. Each bid credit certificate will be specific to the project in which it was requested. The bid credits requested by the contractor or subcontractor for the bid credit certificate will be placed on hold in your bank account until the bid has been awarded and the award status has been updated by both the contractor and verified by the awarding agency. Please note that bid credits cannot be used for more than one bid at a time, and that bid credit certificates will expire after 90 days unless an extension request is received. To access the bid credit certificate request, a link is now being provided for you in the chat. Effective in 2025, all invitation for bids for capital construction projects funded by the state of Illinois or an agency of the state will include the acceptance of the Illinois Works bid credits. This will apply to all state agencies, state grantees, and state loan recipients. This acceptance will follow the maximum allowable percentages based on the dollar amount of the base bid submitted. If you want to use your earned bid credits in conjunction with a bid, you will need to attach your bid credit certificate, which was specifically created for your bid, to your bid in your bid package. Your bid credits will then be used to lower your base bid to help you outbid the lowest qualified and responsible bidder who did not win the bid by at least $1. The contractor with the lowest effective bid should be offered, unless other circumstances prevent it, the opportunity to accept the contract at the bid amount that was submitted by the lowest qualified and responsible bidder who did not use bid credits. If the awarding agency receives multiple bids from contractors who submit bid credit certificates, the contractor with the lowest effective bid will be selected as the prevailing bidder and will have the opportunity to accept the contract at the lowest base bid amount. If the awarding agency determines that two bidders have the same adjusted bid value, all pre-existing selection criteria will apply to the winning bidder, and the awarding agency will use their own pre-approved rules to determine the bid winner. So again, let's look at another example of who would win the bid with bid credits. This example is for a state-funded capital project with an estimated total project cost of $1.5 million and will have a 3% bid credit maximum, or $45,000. This project has three bidders: ABC, DEF, and GHI. These contractors will bid the following. ABC will bid $1.5 million and include $45,000 worth of bid credits, lowering their bid to the lowest effective bid amount of $1,455,000. DEF will bid $1.5 million and include zero bid credits, So their lowest effective bid amount will remain the same as their base bid amount at $1.5 million. GHA will bid $1.5 million and include $37,000 worth of bid credits, giving them the lowest effective bid amount of $1,463,000. In this setting, all bidders have the same total base bid amount. However, in the bid credit setting, ABC will be allowed the opportunity to be awarded the bid as their lowest effective bid amount was reduced to $1,455,000. Since each contractor submitted the same base bid amount of $1.5 million, ABC will be allowed to accept the contract at the $1.5 million using their bid $45,000 worth of bid credits. And if acceptance of this contract is received by ABC, then their bid credits will be cashed out of their bank account. If ABC would choose to not accept this contract award and they decided to walk away, then their $45,000 worth of bid credits would simply be returned to their bank account to use for a future bidding opportunity. So now we'll move on to question 7. How can you network with other contractors or subcontractors? Networking is the act of making connections to build relationships based on mutual outcomes. Networking with other contractors or subcontractors can help you leverage the relationship by combining and pooling your bid credits. Multiple bid credit certificates can be combined in a bid for a project. As a general or prime contractor, you must submit at least $5,000 worth of your own bid credits to combine your bid credits with other contractors or subcontractors. When combining with others, each contractor or subcontractor must request their own bid credit certificate to be attached to the bid. If you submit a bid credit certificate for a subcontractor on a bid, you must use that contractor on the project if you win the bid. If the subcontractor decides not to participate in the project after the bid has been submitted and won, they cannot get their bid credits back. The Illinois Works team will deduct from their bank account the amount of bid credits used to win the bid. In the event the subcontractor is disqualified by the awarding agency after a bid is awarded, during their due diligence review, the bid credits contributed by the disqualified subcontractor will not be returned, and Illinois Works will deduct their bid credit bank account by the amount of bid credits submitted for the bid. So again, let's look at another example of who will win the bid when we have multiple bid credit certificates from multiple contractors submitted for the same bid. So again, in this project, we're going to use the same state-funded capital construction project with the estimated total project of cost of $1.5 million. Again, with a 3% bid credit maximum of $45,000. This project will have 3 bidders: ABC, who will subcontract with XYZ, DEF, who does not have any subcontractors, and GHI, who will subcontract with UVW. These contractors and subcontractors will bid the following. ABC and XYZ will bid $1.5 million and include $45,000 worth of total bid credits, $5,000 from ABC and $40,000 from XYZ. This will give them the lowest effective bid of $1,455,000. DEF will bid $1.5 million for their base bid and include 0 bid credits, again, leaving their lowest effective bid amount the same as their base bid amount at $1.5 million. GHI, subcontracted with UVW, will bid $1.5 million and include a total of $37,000 worth of bid credits, $15,000 from GHI, and $22,000 worth of bid credits from UVW, giving them the lowest effective bid amount of $1,463,000. In this setting, all bids have the same total base bid amount at $1.5 million, so the contract awarded amount will be the $1.5 million. However, the contract will be offered to ABC subcontracted with XYZ as they had the lowest effective bid amount with their bid credits of $1,455,000. Again, at this time, ABC and XYZ can accept the contract, and their bid credits submitted will be deducted from their bid credit bank account for the contract award, or they can decide to reject the contract, and those bid credits then will be returned to their bank for them to use for the use on a future bid. And this bid contract, the bid credits submitted by Contractors GHI and UVW will again be returned to their bid credit bank for them to use again at a future opportunity. Contractors and subcontractors can pool their bid credits together with other contractors or subcontractors as long as the owner of the bid credit consents for their bid credits to be used for the bid in which they will participate. Bid credits cannot be bought, sold, or gifted to another contractor or subcontractor. They can only be transferred from an entity to another entity through a merger or an acquisition. So we will move on to question 8. What happens if you win or lose the bid? Again, you cannot lose your bid credits by leveraging them on a capital construction project. You can lose them if Illinois Works finds out that the bid credits were earned fraudulently. Again, if the bid credit team finds out that any bid credits were obtained fraudulently, or that a contractor or subcontractor falsified a bid credit certificate to win a bid, they will be suspended from the bid credit program and forfeit their bid credits. Fraudulent or false claims for payments related to false bid credits may be subject to damage and penalty under the applicable law. Bid credits accepted by an awarding agency to win a bid will be subtracted from your Illinois Works Bid Credit Bank account. Bid credits will be frozen in your contractor or subcontractor's account when they request a bid credit certificate to bid on a project. Any excess bid credits that are not used by the awarding agency to award the project will be returned to your bank account. In the event that a bid contains multiple bid credit certificates, excess bid credits will be calculated and returned to the parties that submitted the bid credit certificates in the manner proportionally to the original contribution of each party. Bid credits that are sequestered or frozen in an account will be unfrozen or returned if they are not used by the awarding agency because the contractor or subcontractor did not win the bid or won the bid but declined to accept it. If the contractor or subcontractor withdraws their bid with the awarding agency, canceling their bid credit certificate, or if the bid credit certificate expires. For all redeemed certificates, an update will be requested by both the awarding agency and the contractor to receive the bid outcome for the certificates and the amount of bid credits used and/or that need to be returned. Again, bid credit certificates will expire within 90 days from their issue date, and the bid credits will then be returned to the contractor or subcontractor's bank account unless they have requested an extension for their certificate. So question 9, is this just another crazy bureaucratic program? I can see how you might ask this question as many federal and state programs come and go and are generally hard to use and navigate. Illinois Works is not an unstable bureaucratic program. It is a state law, and it is supported by Illinois legislature that has been implemented by the Office of Illinois Works at the Department of Commerce and Economic Opportunity. It has well-defined and rules and was designed specifically streamlined after hearing the feedback from contractors all over the state. This program has effective and efficient processes, procedures, technological tools, communication tools, and staff. The Illinois Works Bid Credit Program is fully operational and a well-funded DCEO program and initiative. It has the full support of the administration at both DCEO and the governor's office, and is here to stay. It provides a unique and innovative program, and it is expected to be a leader nationally. So question 10, what's the catch? Well, there is no catch. You simply must hire and retain an Illinois Works graduate that is enrolled in a DOL RAP, or if they're not enrolled in a DOL RAP, you can sponsor them. We even will assist you with requesting these graduates through the Career Services team. We will talk more about the Career Services team in just a moment. But for now, let us review each of the three key programs. The Illinois Works Apprenticeship Initiative creates the job demand. This program opens the doors of opportunity in the construction industry and the building trades for the Illinois residents. The Illinois Works Pre-Apprenticeship Program creates a pipeline of diverse and qualified candidates to respond to the created demand to fill job opportunities with diverse candidates. The Illinois Works Bid Credit Program creates the incentives to hire and retain these Illinois Works Pre-Apprenticeship Program graduates. All of these programs together focus on helping communities and supporting the construction industry and the building trades. Ultimately, Illinois Works connects the community members who graduate with the construction and building trades through the Illinois Works Career Services team. So as of December 2024, the Illinois Works Pre-Apprenticeship Program have graduated over 2,000 participants. Hundreds of these graduates are still looking for an opportunity to start their career in the construction and building trades. These graduates are trained, ready, willing, and able to begin work on job sites across the state of Illinois. So how can you get connected to an Illinois Works graduate? Well, the Illinois Works team recently launched the Career Services team, which is specifically designed to build relationships with DOL REPs, directly connect employers and graduates through job matching, and to provide long-term transition support to the graduates. The main goal of Illinois Works is to increase the number of Illinois Works Pre-Apprenticeship Program graduates gaining employment and entry into the DOL RAP of their choice. By achieving this goal, this team directly supports the goals of connecting contractors to a highly qualified talent pipeline, which allows them to earn bid credits to be used on future capital projects funded by the state of Illinois. So how can you get connected to an Illinois Works graduate? The Illinois Works Career Services team facilitates job matching. This highly effective team works hard to ensure a seamless and efficient process. As a contractor, all you need to do is submit the job order through the Illinois Works employer form and specify your employment needs. These specifications may include the graduate's availability to work in a particular location, the certificates in which you require, the graduate's career interests, and the qualifications in which you require. This user-friendly form will allow the Illinois Works Career Services team to send you a list of the Illinois Works graduates that meet your job requirements. You can access this online form, the Illinois Works employer form, using the link provided for you now in the chat. This job order form can then also be used by contractors to provide follow-up information about the graduates that they screen or hire from the list in which they received. So again, let us review the job matching process. As a contractor, you will submit a job order electronically to the Career Services team. The Career Services team will send an electronic link to the graduates to identify all ready and able graduates. The graduates will apply for the job, and within 72 hours, they will submit their updated resume and contact information. The Career Services team will screen all the applicants received, and all that meet the contractor's requirements will then be forwarded to the contractor for their review and consideration. If only a small number of applicants or no applicants are received within the 72-hour window, Illinois Works will generate a list of the available graduates from its graduate database. Illinois Works only asks that the contractor update the outcome of the candidates that are sent to them. If you are interested in connecting with the Career Services team, you can contact Mr. Victor Castillo. His email address is being provided for you now in the chat. So as we wrap up our webinar, we want to again provide you with a link to join that Bid Credit program. This registration only takes 5 minutes to fill out the form. So we are going to open the link now and ask that you fill out the form together. At this time, if you have any questions, please feel free to post them in the chat and we will answer them at the end of the webinar. Thank you so much for spending the morning with us and learning about the Bid Credit Program.
Thank you, Rebecca. And we would ask at this point, if you have your questions, please post those in the chat and we will do our best to get those answered before we move on to our final evaluation for this session. So please drop those into chat as you can. And again, we'll get you any answers. So Rebecca, thanks again for a great job covering the content here today and getting us through the presentation. Really appreciate that. I'm not seeing any questions come in. Are there any questions in the chat?
There are no questions in the chat at this time, Jeff.
Okay, all right. We're going to move ahead, but we really want to hear from you too. So if they were any questions, please make sure you go ahead and put them in. We're going to get to those before we wrap up for today. But take your time, put them in there, and chat will make sure to come back to them. I'm going to move ahead. We do have a request for feedback. We continually look to improve our program, and we always want to hear from you as to what the value that we created from today's session and your thoughts about that. So we use a tool called Mentimeter. We're going to ask that you go out to www.menti.com and then you can enter this code 52037115 and that'll get you to the evaluation for today. Also, I see Catherine's posted in there the actual direct link. If you just click that www.menti.com ALF1EX link there in the chat, it'll take you directly to this website that where you have a presentation. We're going to ask you a few questions to give us feedback on how it went today and help us continually improve. So again, give you just a minute, please go out to menti.com and again, you can use that code or you can use the direct link and we'll get your feedback. So this is a live webinar and we're going to collect your feedback right into this presentation. So we move ahead here on the slides. Wait for some of you to join. Looks like we need some people out here to join the evaluation. And we'll move ahead. So if you join www.menti.com, enter that code 52037115, we can collect your feedback for today. And this is a part of our workshop is collecting feedback and continually improving. So really would ask you to do that. It helps us and means a lot to us as we use this internally to continually improve this program. So you can use that link again. I don't know, it looks like it's up and running on my end. If you're having any problems, if you would post that in chat as well, that'll help us out. We'll know, but at this point, everything looks like it's up and running on our end. And you should be able just to get right into this and post your feedback. Thank you. I see someone's been able to get out there and jump on. That's great. We've got a few in our meeting today. If the others would please join as well. Very much appreciated. So the first question is, to what extent did it meet your expectations? How likely are you to attend a similar event in the future? And then how likely are you to recommend this training to others? All right, I'm going to move ahead, and those please that join us as well. Oh, great, thank you. Got another one in here. Next question is, the course was relevant to what I wanted to learn about the session. The numbers aren't always in order, so please read them. 5 is strongly agree. 1 is strongly disagree. Was the course was relevant to what I wanted to learn about this subject matter? If you'd please respond to that question, I'd appreciate it. Thank you. I see I'm getting some feedback here. All right, great. Let's move ahead. Next question. I plan to apply what I learned. Again, 5 is strongly agree, 1 is strongly disagree. If you'd let me know, are you going to join that bid credit program? Hopefully, you guys have already joined. And once we get the rules approved, be able to start putting it into application. So hopefully you have. I hope you plan to use what you've learned. Thank you for the response there. We got one more question. All right, we're going to move ahead. And just a couple questions left. What improvements might you recommend? And you could put NA if not applicable, if you don't have any suggestions. But do you have any ideas on how we could make this better for you or for others that follow you as well as we're continuing to get the word out about the program? Any suggestions would really be helpful here. So, love to hear what your thoughts are. This comes in any ideas are appreciated. So there's no bad idea. Love to hear from you. Give you just a minute. All right, we're going to move ahead and to the last question. What did you find effective? If we make any changes, what would you recommend we keep? Any again, like the last one, just give us some additional feedback here. You can always put NA as well. But again, thank you for the feedback. Thank you for joining today. Again, Rebecca, thank you for the time and energy you and your team have put into the program. Catherine and Carlita, thanks for your support as well. We hope you have a great day. Thank you for your attendance. At this point, I'm going to go ahead and end the webinar. I don't see any other questions in chat. Is that right, Carlita?
That's correct.
Okay, we're going to go ahead and close this down then for today. And you have the email, so feel free to circle back out with us through email. And if you have questions about the bid credit program. All right, take care. Have a great day, everyone.